guys want a shot at winning a copy of Call of Duty World War II for the console of your choice for absolutely free, a couple of my friends and I are doing a little giveaway. Link is down there in the description below. Go check it out if you're interested. It's almost commonplace at this point in time for people to look for reasons to complain about Call of Duty. That's just what happens whenever you end up getting on top of that platform of whatever you end up making. Whether it be social media, video games, music industry, whatever it may be, once you're at the top, everybody just has a gripe to pick or just something to try and peg you with in a negative manner. And now one of the biggest things that I'm sure all of you guys have heard at one point or another is the notion that Call of Duty is dead. And that's something that's really was popularized years ago, but was brought up in full force whenever Infinite Warfare was announced, with the lack thereof of hype, pre-orders, sales, whatever you want to name surrounding it. That was something that as of recently has been really revitalized, and a lot of people still will continue that trend over into the World War II aspect of Call of Duty. So today I want to take a look at a little bit of the sheer and pure numbers that we have available to us, some things regarding the PC logins for the beta, as well as the pre-order statistics for Call of Duty World War II now compared to last year. And that's something in which we can see how it stacks up in terms of, is it actually dead, or is Call of Duty making its way back? So that said, let's start out with the pre-order numbers. Let's start out with the low of Infinite Warfare as of last year. Now the way that the data is collected, it is staggered so that we don't have the most up-to-date information as of right now. We don't have information as of October 12th, 2017. So instead, the earliest comparison we have for World War II and where it ranks up in the charts for pre-orders is as of August 26th of this year. So comparing that to last year, we're gonna be taking it at the benchmark of August 27th, 2016. At that point in time, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One versions of Infinite Warfare topped the charts at number 8 and 9. That was the highest they got at that point, and up until then, we had on PlayStation 4, 83,361 units pre-ordered. On Xbox One, there were 80,542, so a relative comparison between each other, but as for sheer numbers, not all that many. But if you take a look at this year, we have the PlayStation 4 version of Call of Duty World War II topping the charts at number 2, with the Xbox One version coming in at number 9. The PlayStation 4 has 183,145 units pre-ordered, while Xbox One has 98,113 units pre-ordered. So while Xbox One might not necessarily be comparably that much different from last year, PlayStation 4 is head and shoulders above what we saw last year, and the grand total of each is nearly almost double still of that of what we saw last year with Infinite Warfare. But just from that, can we say that it is definitively back? I don't personally think that you can, but I will say that it's on a very positive uptrend. If you want to take a look back at Black Ops 3, which still, to this day, is probably one of the overall best sellers in the Call of Duty franchise just by sheer profit made from that, that was probably the last game that was hyped tremendously and that had positive reception in the past couple of years with pre-orders. As of right around that time frame that we have been mentioning, the end of August, Black Ops 3 in 2015 was head and shoulders above all the competition, especially compared to recent Call of Duty games. Xbox One and PlayStation 4 topped the charts at 1 and 2 for the pre-order numbers and had a total of Xbox One of 672,119 units pre-ordered as of August 29th of 2015. As for PlayStation 4, well, that itself also had over 500,000 with 508,348 units sold. And that is something that's probably, once again, was that last big spike that we had in pre-orders. But then, to take away something of a little bit of a hopeful thing that we could see for these numbers to increase for World War II, and to see the overall reception pre-launch blow up in the last couple of weeks, there still hasn't really been all that many amazing pre-order bonuses. For, say, Treyarch's last title of Black Ops 3, it's Treyarch firstly, which everybody seems to love in recent years. We had a bunch of different versions that were available, such as the Juggernaut Edition, which is a collector's edition so many people wanted. We also had a new variation of Nuketown guaranteed to us if we pre-ordered, so there's a bunch of cool stuff that we could immediately have there within in the game if there were pre-order incentives. So for World War II, there is some, but necessarily not all that many, but also the recent dip is to blame in that as well too. That the shortcomings of this last developmental cycle in some fans' minds totally will probably play into that lower pre-order number. And also, pre-order culture itself is just getting a bad rap as of the last couple of years anyway, so that also could flow into it. But as for something maybe a little bit more hopeful, this deals more specifically with the PC end. Taking a look at the World War II beta, the World War II PC open beta peaked at 85,000 players with an open beta downloads of 1,685,000. So ton of numbers there, and comparing that not even to Infinite Warfare but Black Ops 3, the last title that dominated in everything like we just mentioned, though necessarily not on PC. The PC open beta peak player count for Black Ops 3 was only 32,000 with a peak player count at launch of 64,000. The total owners of the PC version of Black Ops 3 were 1,600,000, and the average player count within the first 6 months ended up dipping down to 15,000. So that's something that really, I think, should be a good indicator for at least the PC end, that while a lot of the comparable Black Ops 3 stats were after purchasing it, the World War II open PC beta was still head and shoulders above that of the open PC beta for Black Ops 3. So with those numbers consumed now, can we say that Call of Duty is dead? Personally, I think absolutely not. I think that we're on an upswing, and with the next couple of years, I'm hoping that it's only going to get better. Of course, Treyarch is something that everybody absolutely goes bonkers over, it seems like, and with them being the next in the developmental cycle, I think this uptrend will only continue to go up. So how high it will go, who knows? How well World War II will do, again, who knows? But it's looking like it's going to be a lot better than at least last year, which by a lot of fans' indication is a great thing. But nonetheless, I think that we're seeing a little bit of a revitalization of the franchise, and I personally could not be more happy and more stoked for it. So I'm incredibly excited for World War II. Hopefully you guys are as well too. Let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section down below. What do you guys think of this? Do you think it's something in which it's a great sign numbers-wise, or do you think it's a little bit deceiving? Do you think it's something that might not add up all the pieces here as to what we could accurately represent and tie down World War II to? Love to hear your thoughts down there in the comment section down below. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if you guys did, make sure to drop a like down below, and of course if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe to stay up to date with everything we have here regarding Call of Duty World War II. We're going to be killing it with content going forward into the launch, so if any of it interests you, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a beat. And finally, if you guys want to follow me over on Twitter, that's the best place to get connected with me outside of YouTube. I practically live on Twitter, so if you guys want to strike up a conversation, ask me a question, whatever it may be, link is down there in the description below. But all that said and out of the way, hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thanks so much for watching. Modest of Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.